everybody, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I'm not just curious, your Catboy Assassin for Cyberpunk features also singers at your service, and we are here, and we are officially back for some more Punishing Grey Raven and back to streaming. So, yeah, we're here and we're back, but yeah. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well, because I certainly am, but yeah. I'm back, baby. But yeah, how's everyone today? I hope you're all doing well on this fine afternoon, but yeah. I'm super happy to be back, super hyped to be back, but yeah. Had a good vacation for like the past couple of weeks. It was nice, relaxing, got to sleep, chill out a lot. I was able to finally get some sleep and chill out a lot, but yeah. Lots of great stuff, but yeah. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well, because I certainly am, but yeah. With that said, let's talk about it. Let's catch up a little bit before we dive into the story here. Let me just get onto the story screen. Let's talk about let's catch up a little bit. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well. What have you guys been up to while I was gone? But but yeah, as for me, vacation was mainly just chilling out at home, really. Just being able to sleep, caught up on some anime as well. At least finished an anime as well called After War Gundam X, which is really good series, really underrated Gundam series, which you should definitely check out, by the way. But yeah, aside from that, I did get But yeah, aside from that, what else did I do? I did visit a Asian night market as well. Got some pretty good food as well. Tasted a lot of great food there as well. Definitely got to taste some interesting food over the course of a couple weeks as well. With because I recently did try like rolled ice cream, I believe, which is like ice cream like that was like made into like little like rolls, like almost like fruit roll-up type of deal, but not exactly like, and that's sort of like in the way that it was like presented almost. That was pretty good ice cream there. What else did I do? Also paid a visit to some friends and family as well over the course of the vacation as well, so I like that. I did actually, and over the course of the vacation actually, I did actually do a little bit of work off stream as well regarding upgrading the stream as well, but yeah. In terms of upgrading the stream as well, considering I did integrate some new things regarding the stream. Some new surprises, including and some more stuff that I can use for your sound alerts and for your channel points and bits and all that stuff, which include like sound alerts. I also have upgraded the alerts for bits and for you know, alerts for like bits, subscriptions, raids, follows, all that stuff. I upgraded that. And yeah, regarding channel points, you can now throw stuff at me. So yeah. By either redeeming bits or channel points. Although it should be noted that there's difference set between like, there's a different set of stuff you can throw in bits and like channel points as well. So you can definitely discover that if you want to. But yeah, overall, man, just great stuff. Great vacation. But yeah, I think with that said, with it all said and done, let's yeah, I think I'm done catching up. So yeah, let's continue on with the story for this chapter. So yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, I forgot. I should also note that I definitely did tune a little bit more of my mouth tracking on my model as well. As you may notice, I definitely did tune it a little bit more to be better. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Mouth tracking is a little bit better. But yeah, hopefully it's better and all that stuff. But yeah, with that said, let's dive in and let's go with this first story node called Heat, Death, and Time. Well, that's an encouraging title. Okay. Ishmael changes out of her researcher's uniform and sits by the table, gazing at the star-filled sky beyond the window. Hey, nice. Outside, the stars are scattered evenly across the sky, their brilliance undiminished by the hot star overhead. Magnificent structures with bold, sweeping curves interweave across the landscape, gleaming in the starlight. The girl is waiting for the appointed time to arrive. Hey, nice. Ah, it's time. The star is used for timekeeping flickers several times across the firmament, signaling the appointed hour has arrived. The terminal emits an urgent notification sound. Ishmael taps on it to put the preset coordinates into the door. Hey, nice. The door emits a soft sound. Ishmael puts on a relaxed smile and opens it. She has already made plans with her colleague from the Institute to visit the city's recreational district. Alright. Outside the door, the skyscrapers appear tiny as ants as the girl materializes in the cosmic space. Tens of thousands of meters above ground, a protective shield quietly activates, safeguarding its master. Ah, it's been too long since the space jumped. How did I end up standing the door way up here? Frustrated by her mistake, the girl quickly locks back onto the correct coordinates. Before she can even pull the door open, the voice of her colleague comes through from the other side. Oh, damn, alright. Maybe with her winged Raven project, Ishmael. You're the last one to show up again. Aww, this is beautiful art. Oh, wow, the art. Wow. Oh, and that's her friend as well. Aww. Aw, that's nice. You're the one coming early. I was just a bit tired from working overtime, and I've accidentally typed the coordinates wrong. Pff, whatever, you're buying the snacks today. No ifs, and or buts. We agreed on this already, remember? Alright, leave it to me. I just got a bonus anyway. The girls laugh and jest as they make their way through the city. This is the greatest era, shining like a sea of stars. The civilization has led them to the glittering stage of the universe. They store energy from hot stars, possessing an almost inexhaustible power source. They can utilize spatial physics to instantly anchor teleportation points that lead to other cities or even somewhere between stars. The footprints of their civilization have spread throughout the galaxy. They're about to set sail, exploring a deeper future in the more mysterious realm of time. Hey, alright. Interesting. They're time travelers. Looks like your instructor is as generous as usual. Meanwhile, mine never throws in any extra bonuses. Sipping on another super sweet drink again? Be careful or you'll get sick. Aw. No way, I'll be fine. Ishmael stirs the drink. Ethos smacks her lips, then suddenly speaks as if remembering something. Oh right, have you heard about that, you know? Oh? She lowers her voice, speaking in a mysterious tone. What? Do you seriously not know? You've been grinding too hard with all that overtime. It's about our research entity. We've captured a really strange record. Etha quickly scans the area, confirming no one is watching them before adopting a secretive tone in her speech. Remember when I mentioned that someone at the Institute had this wild idea and built a weird machine? They said it could capture messages from either the far future or the distant past. That machine has been sitting there running all this time. Since it doesn't consume much data flow, nobody's ever bothered to shut it down. And a few days ago, someone accidentally noticed that the machine had received... The dark screen flickers with the eerie green light as massive data streams rush across it. The captured information resembles a tiny bug, stored in a worm trap in the bottom right corner designed for specific data. Oh damn. So what exactly did it receive? Actually, it was just 2 bytes. Heat death. Black Arrow Girl casually drops these 2 words as if they were nothing significant. How's the Institute responding to this message? Opinions are all over the place, just like always. Everyone's spouting their own theories, talking past each other. Some people are totally convinced that it's like a legit message transmitted from like a zillion light years away, some kind of doom and gloom prophecy, blah blah blah. Some claim it must be fake, suggesting a thorough check of the facility's surveillance terminals. They believe someone with ill intentions has infiltrated specifically to play malicious pranks and sow fear. Ether purses her lips dismissively, apparently finding neither theory particularly convincing. Heat death. Ishmael furrows her brow. She can't shake the feeling that there's more to this message than meets the eye. Hey, that look on your face. You're not going to spring back to work overtime now, are you? Arthur alertly grabs a hold of her. Relax, I was just reminded of something my professor once said, that's all. Aw. Ishmael pats her reassuringly. Oh yeah, Professor Raleigh's research is all about time and heat death. How's it going with her work? Is her universe model still not done yet? Gather information on heat death by creating a cosmic regression model. That still feels pretty shaky. I'm not sure, but she's been very busy lately. I haven't heard her talk about the progress, and she hasn't even replied to the thesis that I pulled an all-nighter to finish. But if, and I'm just saying if, heat death is real, what would happen to us? Etha chews her food, lost in thought for a moment, then she shakes her head as if dismissing the ideas in her mind. Even if that message is legit, the four-winged white wyvern protects us. If that heat death really does come, how can we possibly solve it? Everyone knows that heat death is the universe's ultimate end. We can't possibly solve irreversible entropy increase. Ah, sorry, I didn't mean to mock your research, just... The girl looks at Ishmael in confusion. I still can't figure out why you ditched the popular interstellar exploration back then, picking the whole time and heat death thing instead. After all, there's no true answer to that, right? I'm not really sure. Maybe I was just purely interested in the subject back then. The big-haired girl tries to recall her thoughts after graduation, only to realize that the memory eludes her entirely. Why did you choose to study time and heat death? Was it because of a nightmare from long ago? Envisioning a universe consumed by heat death and eerie silence? Or was she drawn to Professor Raleigh's presentation when choosing her research project? Stars cannot burn forever, and information cannot be reversed. Therefore, my in-depth research focuses on time and heat death. Oh, wow. Yo. Oh, her art is beautiful. Oh, dude, she looks beautiful, man. Wow. Oh, dude, she looks beautiful. My goal is to construct a macro model of the cosmos, similar to the cyclical phenomenon of cosmic regression, and find solutions to heat death. Explore the possibility of information reversal. Oh, damn, alright. Macro model of the cosmos, which is, macro model of the cosmos displays possibilities of cosmic evolution throughout a digital model. Okay. Attempt to visually reveal the nature of the universe and explore the laws of the universe's development. Oh, okay. Alright. One day I will transcend time, find the solution to heat death, and reach the end of the starry sky. Hey. Even today, she still remembers her instructor's recruitment speech. Beyond the magnificent and awe-inspiring thesis lies a romantic and extraordinarily cosmic mythology. Aww. Hey, you're spacing out again. Forget it, let's not talk about those mood killers. Hey, did you check out those new vacation plans in the brochure I sent you yesterday? We promised to go on a trip together during our next holiday. Look at it right now, sorry. Ishmael quickly opens the message from her friend, revealing a captivating array of vacation planet holograms that spring to life. An animated virtual tour guide enthusiastically details the unique features of each planet. This is the anti-gravity bola, where the seawater envelops clouds on the horizon. Moya, characterized by its pale rocky terrain, known as the filming site for the trending series adaptation of The Legend of the Grey Star. And there's also Endymion. This planet is in a stable binary system. Endymion orbits a single star, and the other is too far to matter. But this is precisely what creates a dreamlike spectacle. Oh, you're also interested in Endymion? An Endymion? Ethan leans in and notices the page where Ishmael's finger has paused. Yeah, my professor's friend happens to live on that planet. Wow, that sounds awesome. Too bad Endymion is so huge. If we really wanted to check it all out, a short vacation wouldn't even scratch the surface. I really want to see Endymion. I heard they have the most beautiful sunsets in the whole galaxy. Let's go together on our next long break. Aw. Ah, you're right. We'll get our chance eventually. The girls have already put the mysterious message out of their minds. This is civilization at its most brilliant. They can accomplish anything except for controlling time itself. And they're about to explore even more distant realms of the universe. Damn, alright. Heat death is merely a hypothesis, existing only in fiction. A catastrophe too distant to ever reach, and never truly come to pass. Yeah, Sure, yeah. Heat death may just be a hypothesis, but soon we will truly master time itself. Yeah, sure. I see researchers crowd in the front of the research institute, eagerly awaiting Riley's latest research announcement. We have verified the possibility of time travel. She unveils the curtain behind her, revealing a massive machine in the room. The crowd erupts in astonishment. time travel has truly been verified? Prior to this, we have conducted multiple verifications. Many pioneers have already used this time travel machine to advance forward or back in time. As agreed, they have all left sufficient evidence at different points in time, proving the effectiveness of this time machine. Oh, damn. The middle-aged woman displays a series of projections. The marking of the Research Institute left on a rock wall billions of years ago, a pioneer deliberately appearing at the moment of a famous historical figure's death, and even... Ooh, this music! With the time travel coordinates preset, a pioneer, guided by the time travel terminal, slowly materializes beside the time mainframe. Adapted the idea of communication terminals, employing the mainframe for anchoring and the terminals for linking to data streams. The mainframe is powered by a planetary computer. When tethered to a specific temporal locus, the terminal leverages data stream transmission to ferry pioneers to an intended temporal destination. The mainframe securely fixes their point on return to ensure no divergence on the journey back. I won't disclose the specific operational concepts here, but with such a machine created, what can you actually use it for? Research acceleration, space jumps, but these don't hold any substantial significance for our civilization. That's a good question. This leads to the second announcement I wanted to share with everyone today. The middle-aged woman smiles, her expression brightening at the thought of her soon-to-be-realized dream. I will be the first scholar to enter the time travel machine and commence temporal travel. Oh shit. The course of history cannot be altered. Even as a scholar, what do you expect to accomplish? Naturally, I'm not going to the past, but rather the future. She gazes at the machine, the fruit of decades of her dedicated research. As if looking at her child, her eyes gleam with pride. Ishmael took over my research on heat death, continue developing and refining the cosmic model, while I will journey into the future and explore the possibilities of temporal extension. I will send messages back from the future, employing advanced technology and observations to further refine the cosmic model, seeking a solution to heat death, and overcoming this unsolvable challenge. Yeah, I'm alright. Without a doubt, no one takes Raleigh's words seriously. They dismiss them as just another of her far-fetched fantasies. Constrained by the paradoxes of history, and no one dares to recklessly attempt traveling to the past or venturing into the future. The beings with nearly limitless lifespans like themselves, the time machine is viewed as a mere novelty for travel, a concept dismissed by many as incapable of achieving anything truly meaningful. Damn. Wow, damn. 3 days later. The excitement surrounding the time travel machine's unveiling has temporarily subsided, leaving only a handful of key researchers busily adjusting the device. Do you really have to go yourself? Following her instructor's request, Ishmael assists with adjusting the machine's data stream while looking at her instructor with concern, who has already equipped the time travel terminal. Damn, alright. Of course, do you remember what I told you? Truth only exists in your own eyes. Your pupils sparkle with light, carrying the weight of her dreams. When I was still a young girl, I often found myself wondering what lies at the end of the time. Is it the heat death brought by the increasing entropy, or something, or another space? Or perhaps the deities and the legends. She pats Ishmael's shoulder in a reassuring gesture. This is a great opportunity, Ishmael. I'll obtain more knowledge in the future, and I'll use the mainframe to transmit the knowledge back to you. Civilization cannot survive solely on stellar energy. Stars will eventually extinguish, and when the universe goes dark, heat death will inevitably approach. We must find a way to survive this catastrophe. I understand, it's just... Don't worry, I've already forwarded the paper that I haven't read yet to my old friend. You know her. TAT-3T class. She'll be transferred back to her institute soon and continue the project with you. Aww. I'm not worrying about my paper, Professor. Look at Ishmael's solemn expression. Raleigh gives a resigned smile. Oh, look at you. So serious for someone so young, completely missing my joke. Don't act like this is some final farewell. You know, this experiment is perfectly safe. For you, it'll be just as if I've gone on a long journey. We'll meet again in the future, then I'll take you to Bola to try their local specialty. Skyfish, deal? DLK. Aww. Wiping her reddened eyes, Ishmael forces a smile. Calibration complete. Coordinate anchoring finalized. We can begin now. Let's go then. Goodbye, Ishmael. After readjusting time travel terminal, Raleigh smiles at Ishmael. Goodbye. Deep blue light melts like liquid, enveloping the middle-aged woman. She vanishes from where she stood. After that day, everything returns to normal. Ishmael continues her structure's incomplete experiment using the data stream Raleigh left behind. They attempt to construct a grand cosmic model that simulates the universe's cyclical process of infinite expansion and contraction. The goal is to predict when the heat death of the universe will occur and to explore possibility. Of information reversal. Time passes day after day. At first, Professor Raleigh occasionally sends back data, seemingly having arrived at the distant future. Continuously, she keeps transmitting inferences about the cosmic model. I've observed much more accurate data in the future. Damn, alright. This is such a fascinating experience. I can't reveal details, but this is really intriguing. You should see it for yourself. Inference number 4087. Regarding updates to the cosmic model. I never expected it to be like this. It would be like this. Backward approach to the cosmic model updates. Aw. But after that... Hey, Ishmael! Black-haired girl gently taps on the window frame, signaling her arrival. Aw. Is it mealtime already? She reflectively checks her terminal, yet no notification chimes. Beyond the window, the stars designated for timekeeping remain dim and lightless. No, that's not it. We received another weird message. Why are you spacing out? Still worried about your instructor? Take care of yourself, okay? Aw. Aw, what a friend. Etha slips in through the door and fills Ishmael's cup with a fresh drink. Yeah, although the time mainframe still maintains a connection with the terminal she equips, she hasn't sent any messages back for quite some time. Thanks to the information process Professor Raleigh has been sending back, the cosmic model is approaching perfection, but the lack of any messages from her for such a long time remains concerning. Maybe she's been sending messages to her family instead. Maybe. Finding a thought for a moment, Ishmael confirms once more that the mainframe hasn't received any transmission from Raleigh before returning to look at Etha. It's not mealtime yet. Why did he sneak out? Huh? With her arms folded, it appears to be caught in intense internal conflict. Emotions flicker unpredictably across her face. Eventually, after a prolonged pause, she breaks the silence. Scoot, I think I should tell you anyway, even though my instructor told me not to say anything to you. They're worried it might affect your condition. Because, and I also think it's just coincidence, but take a look at this. I thought projects a note from her terminal. Remember that machine capable of capturing messages from either the far future or the distant past? After capturing that first message, my instructor specifically arranged for people to check that message regularly. Just yesterday, we discovered I had intercepted a new message from the data stream. Technically, this is classified. It contains information about you, and since you're part of the research institute, you fall under its knowledge sharing system. That's why I dared to bring it out to show you. She gazes at the note in shock. Ishmael, the heat-death hypothesis has become reality. When was approximately this message received? According to the time it was captured by the worm trap, it was 23:03 standard time yesterday. Oh, damn. At 23:03 standard time yesterday, the time mainframe did indeed register a minor fluctuation. Could it be related to this message? I still think it's just a coincidence. Given enough time, even a monkey with a typewriter could produce a literary masterpiece. Besides, they couldn't even spell your name correctly. She points at Ishmael written on the note and shakes her head. The machine must have computed this on its own, extracting data from recent information streams and simulating this. You're right. Ishmael maintains a frightening calm as she records the characteristics of this unusual fluctuations data stream. Collects relevant information from the surroundings and archives all data. Only then does she slowly turn her head. Only my professor would misspell the Mael, and my name is Mary. Ishmael. Aw. Oh, damn. With only outlandish speculations, there's no way to verify that the heat-death hypothesis has become reality. Ishmael diligently seeks help from every available source, working with her professor's friend, a scholar named TA3T class. They captured fragment after fragment of information from the River of Time. I entered the future. Limited by certain rules, I can't leave behind much information. Could it be God or cosmic law? I see a universe about to perish. The data stream irreversible. Ishmael, the heat-death hypothesis has become reality. Oh, damn. Damn, brother. Messages left by her professor in the future keep appearing. coinciding with the abrupt loss of connection between her terminal and the mainframe. She's disappeared, vanishing into the future of an unknown time far ahead. Countless pieces of evidence are laid bare, forcing the Galactic Research Institute to confront this terrifying truth. The heat death hypothesis has become reality. Hey, nice. Heat death cannot possibly exist. We still have countless stars, and the universe is boundless. How could there ever be a day when everything is exhausted? What about the rate of reproduction? With medical care so perfected, living beings barely age or die. After a certain period, our population would completely fill a planet. Now, even the most inhospitable planet, Bola, has begun accepting immigrants. If this continues, we'll eventually fill this entire galaxy. They're still in the next star system, and the universe much wider beyond. It took us tens of thousands of years to deplete this planet's resources. And now we've even begun creating new planets ourselves. Damn. Alright. But it's only been less than 2,000 years since we began exploring this galaxy. Now, the energy required for annual migration to other planets drains 1/10 of an entire star. After another 100 years, another 300, another 500. Or you think we can just brush it all off and wait like this until heat death comes to pass when the entire universe is completely extinguished, like a cradle burned down to nothing? Damn. Hey, alright. Damn. The heated debate momentarily ceases, and the room falls into complete silence. I still believe that heat death is absolutely impossible. We shouldn't dive headfirst into this research solely on the basis of Raleigh's personal theories. But apparently this has already become reality. The renowned director waves a hand in irritation, seemingly unwilling to continue this part of the discussion. Many of the messages Raleigh sent back have been verified. Though lacking in detail, they're sufficient to confirm the authenticity of this information. Furthermore, after obtaining the information for her, Ishmael and TA3T class have improved the cosmic model she left behind. The cosmic model? Remember Raleigh's original research direction? Construct a macro model of the cosmos to find solutions to heat death and explore the possibility of information reversal. The director pinches the bridge of his nose and waves his hand, signaling Ishmael to continue speaking. Damn. Alright. The director pinches the bridge of his nose and waves his hand, signaling Ishmael to continue speaking. With the data and information continuously transmitted back from Professor Raleigh, we have perfected the cosmic regression model that previously had flaws. A complex information projection materializes in front of the desk, with a series of parameters continuously scrolling by. A. Since this cosmic model was originally created to calculate the heat death, it has always featured a countdown display. When the model calculates that the universe has begun its contraction cycle, that is, when heat death is approaching, this cosmic model would automatically initiate a countdown. Previously, when the model was still incomplete, the countdown section always showed garbled code until a few days ago, when we filled the last gap in this model using the information sent by the professor. The young girl's face appears pale while a long string of numbers in the information projection flickers incessantly, gradually dwindling in value. 10 standard years from now. But how can you be certain this is real? After our discovery, we request a batch of experimental subjects. The big young girl purses her lips, a sense of discomfort evident in her expression. We've attempted to send them to a time beyond the countdown deadline, with a simple button designed to transmit information back to us. Until now, the time mainframe hasn't received a single message from them. Ishmael lowers her eyes as she projects a series of information onto the display. Travelers sent over 10 standard years into the future have completely lost their connection to the mainframe, and the information fluctuations that have appeared right before the disconnections are exactly identical to that of Scholar Raleigh. They all hit a wall known as heat death. The crimson numbers hang over everyone like the sword of Damocles, emitting an ominous ticking sound. They've left no information behind. There's no way to even surmise what exactly happened to them. I can only analyze based on this data. For this, they've never considered such a grand proposition. In such a vast universe, how could the heat of stars possibly be exhausted? Even if the main sequence stars were depleted, there are so many others: unstable pulsating variables, late-type giants, flare stars, and other variables. With such abundant resources, how could they even activate massive stellar core attractors to create their own asteroids? How could heat death possibly come? However, through a series of meticulous verifications for every possible perspective, evidence has consistently validated Raleigh's propositions. What are you planning to do? Continue Raleigh's research. The director gestures to Ishmael, who furrows a brow and begins explaining her instructor's research with visible unease. Professor Raleigh once proposed that it might exist a certain substance in the universe capable of storing information. Using this information as a medium, perhaps our civilization could be stored within it, transcending the heat death of the universe in an alternative form. She designated this research as a contingency project for surviving heat death, which is why another research team has been continuously advancing the study. In the preliminary stage, we've confirmed the existence of the hypothesis and reached conclusions through theoretical material calculations subsequently. The lack of research institute immediately assembles a specialized research team to take over Raleigh's work. Massive detectors are built one after another, with the largest one occupying an entire asteroid. They've invested the maximum amount of funding and resources trying to desperately find a seemingly fantastical substance. Aww. Whoa. This is really something else. Etha gazes at Ishmael's completely renovated laboratory, clicking her tongue in amazement. My instructor tried forever to get this mass spectrometer, but now you're here, juggling three of them like it's no big deal. Oh, and this one here, this terminal is monitoring the legendary gravitational matter detector installed on a planet, isn't it? Her face beams with excitement as she watches the information continuously scrolling across the terminal screen. Alright. This is amazing. I'd love to visit that planet someday and see that legendary detector in person. Hey, why do you still look so glum? Etha playfully nudges Ishmael with her elbow. Aw, yeah. Ishmael shows little enthusiasm for the new laboratory equipment. She frowns as she studies the information captured by the terminal. I'm just feeling a little bit uneasy. Uneasy? What's there to be uneasy about? You've got all these people helping with your research, plus all kinds of high-end detection equipment and unlimited funding. Isn't that awesome? Etha draws out her words as she plops down in a nearby chair. Damn. Damn, alright. That's definitely but yeah. Damn. So, but the cost of all this is too high. In our recent experiments, each activation of the gravitational matter detector consumes 1/10 of a star's energy. God damn! The information isn't increasing, it's actually increasing at an alarming rate instead. 2 stars have already been extinguished. Aw. Are the higher-ups unaware of this? I've already brought this issue up, but... Ishmael, you must understand one thing. The director of the Galactic Research Institute speaks with a steady voice that brokes no argument. Our civilization has reached its current state through billions of years of accumulated progress. It stands like a brilliant lighthouse, continuously radiating light throughout the universe. Damn. Our civilization is at its most prosperous moment. We've already mapped out this galaxy, this universe, and now we're advancing toward an even deeper, more distant frontiers. At this juncture, we needn't worry about 1 or 2 stars. His figure stands tall, with his back to the window. Rather than concerning herself with extinguishing a star, what we need to consider is preserving everything we currently have. It's about preserving our civilization, protecting it as it navigates through the heat death. No matter the cost, we must keep it safe. The director turns his head, glancing at the timekeeping star outside the window. Geez, that's really a lot of pressure. I can imagine having so many big shots keeping an eye on everything I do. Damn. It's not just about the pressure, though. I can't shake the feeling that this is not the right approach. But it's hard to do anything about it. You know, information is irreversible, like spilled water from a cup. It's impossible to gather it all back up. Don't worry about it. Just let the big shots handle all those headaches. Alright, time to clock out. Aw. Etha springs up energetically from the chair. Let's go hit the shops. Wait a moment. Pulled along by Ethan's grip on her arm, Ishmael only manages to switch the lights off for hurrying away, being hurriedly whisked away. In the dimly lit laboratory, large equipment blinks with rhythmic patterns of light. Oh? Mary, do not explore. That ain't great. Uh-huh. Throughout this enormously expansive experiment, stars across the universe continue to extinguish one by one. Huh. The Galactic Research Institute seems entirely unfazed by the escalating costs. When one galaxy extinguishes, there's always another. The universe is vast and infinite. They wouldn't trouble themselves over such concerns. The Galactic Exploration Team hasn't brought back news from the other universes yet. Before the last main sequence star in this universe extinguishes, the experiment team, led by Ishmael, finally has discovered that special substance. It is a coincidence that seems destined to happen. Damn. Execute routine information logging in organization. Author is very standard login time. Okay, 7871, 2215. Alright, Competition matter detector compressing substance. Experiment failed. Alright, 18. Matter detection compressing substance. Experiment failed. 21. Matter substance. Experiment failed. Damn, failing experiments, huh? Failure record 2215. Failure record 2218. Failure record. A long list of failure records lines the terminal screen, but Ishmael remains undaunted. Damn. Scientific research has always been a cycle of relentless toil, where the fruits of success are notably scarce, let alone when they're practically searching for a virtual substance that might not even exist. Turns out 2203. Detector compressing substance. Experiment successful. Gravitational magnetic field captured. Code virtual particle. 2303 record successful? Her eyes widen as she looks in disbelief at the rapid stream of data cascading across the terminal's interface. Her gaze locks onto luminous red words flashing boldly before her. Experiment successful. Hey! How is this even possible? It actually exists? Inside the laboratory, the experiment terminal rapidly records all information with bright red text flashing repeatedly across the screen. Hey, nice. 23. Okay, yeah, it's literally just repeating. Hey, nice. Oh yeah, that's definitely interesting. Oh damn, that was long. But definitely interesting to get more backstory on Ishmael and the heat death and all that stuff. But yeah. But damn, that was long. Alright, there we go. Sorry, I'm back. But, yeah, overall, man, just great stuff. That was long as hell. Need a bit of a break. Actually, hey, Fuzzy, thanks, Fuzzy. Appreciate it. But, yeah, I'll be back in a second. Just need to grab some water. Get some more. Yeah, vacation was pretty good. I talked about it. Yeah, vacation was pretty good as well. Pretty good, Fuzzy, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty relaxing. Got a lot of sleep. Was able to reset a little bit. Ate some good food. Tried a lot of good stuff. Yeah. Also, was on during the vacation and stuff. Was able to add a few things to the stream as well. Thanks, Fuzzy. Appreciate it. But yeah, while I was off on vacation, yeah, during vacation, I actually went to an Asian night market and ate some food there and stuff. And also, also during the vacation, I ate like this, this ice cream, like this type of ice cream where it's like in like these little roll things. Like almost like a fruit roll-up type of deal. The way it almost looks like. And like it's ice cream. And it looked pretty good as well. I like it. But yeah, also, yeah, I did add a few things to the stream as well. While I was away. Yeah, kind of odd but tasty for real, Fuzzy. But yeah, I did add a few things to stream. For example, you can now spend some more bits to do stuff. For example, if you either spend bits or channel points, you can do some more stuff. Aside from the hydrate redeem. And I recommend you definitely open up either the bits menu or like the channel point stuff that you can spend some stuff on. Yeah, for real. Definitely more to catch up on. Yeah, new stuff. Definitely want to open up the channel points menu and spend some stuff if you got them. But yeah, I'll be back in a sec. Yeah. Sound alerts for real. Yeah, there we go. Sound alerts. Yeah, I'm back. We're back. But yeah, there's sound alerts. And yeah, there's also that. And also, if you want to toast. Yeah, for real. Fuzzy. But yeah, that's just some of the things you can spend on if you have channel points. But also, there's also another set for like bits as well. If you want to spend bits and play some sound alerts as well. And also, if you want to drop a subscribe, there's also new stuff for like, there's also new notifications for like, follows, raids, subscriptions, etc. and stuff like that. So if you really want to drop a follow or subscribe or like, or gift a sub or like anything like that, you could definitely do that. Yeah, exciting for real. But yeah. And also, there's more stuff. Like that. You can throw stuff at me. Yeah, there's more for real. Fuzzy. But yeah. Hopefully you guys will enjoy all that stuff. Bruh, thank you, Fuzzy. Also, you can drop a like. I mean, if you want, you can also drop a sub. Yeah, definitely will for real, Fuzzy. Yeah, definitely. She definitely will. Might possibly be. Yeah, Fuzzy. Yeah, for real. But yeah, definitely lots of cool notifications as well for like, yeah, beautiful for real, Fuzzy. But yeah. I mean, if you want... I mean, if you want to follow, unfollow, and then follow, there's definitely a good notification for that on Twitch as well, and drop or either drop a subscription as well. Just saying, you don't have to. Just fun stuff. But yeah. Yeah, for real. Definitely is noted for real, Fuzzy. Alright, but yeah, I think with that said, basically what happened is we learned that the universe will end at heat death. Basically what happened to the last node was that we learned that the universe is going to end in heat death. And we're trying to figure out a way. Ishmael was trying to figure out a way how to stop that. And we figured out how to time travel, but yeah. But yeah, let's keep going. And it was a long one as well. The Punisher. The Galactic Research Institute has reportedly made a groundbreaking discovery of the code for virtual particle substance. Alright. In efforts to simplify communication, the Galactic Research Institute has officially named the substance Substance Zero, following extensive research. Alright. Now please join me in welcoming the director of the Galactic Research Institute to unveil this extraordinary discovery to us. Ahem. Hello everyone, I'm Silton, director of the Galactic Research Institute. The code virtual particle substance has been officially designated by us as Substance Zero. This special substance was discovered by a team led by our researcher Ishmael. We're currently running multiple verification tests on it, while our leading research team delves into specific properties. Hey Zex Knight, welcome to the stream, welcome. Oh yeah, you're new to this game? Well, I hope you enjoy this game. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Zex Knight. Yeah. I hope you enjoy your stay in this game. But yeah, welcome to the stream, welcome to chat. Hope you enjoy your stay. And don't be afraid to ask any questions if you have any. Zex Knight, I'll be glad to answer any of them. Yeah, the story is some very nice story, for real, Fuzzy. For real. But first, what can we confirm is it generally can replicate atomic level of life. It's like a large and stable. Well, in simple terms, it's like those holographic simulation game consoles that are popular among teenagers these days. Eventually, Substance Zero will be used to store our entire civilization. Max out your characters fast? Zex Knight, I would honestly, to max out your characters fast, I would very much advise you to basically farm resources, essentially. Basically, it depends on how far in the game you are. If you're just beginning, I would basically advise you to level up like your account level fast by doing like story, I believe. By doing stuff like story, and then when you unlock dailies and weeklies, that's mainly where you'll get your account level up fast. And then after that, to level up your characters, you would have to farm resource stages and event stages, basically. And I would basically advise you to farm resource stages. Oh, you're level 86? Okay, that's good to know. So, yeah. Definitely, I would definitely advise you to focus on a single element team first and level up those core characters, really, to level up those characters. To not spread yourself too thin, Zex Knight. And really just farm memories and just farm resources. And if you ever need guidance on what like memories or like equipment you should farm for your characters, I would very much advise you to head over to greyraven.com, which is a good website to learn some builds. And yeah, I hope that was to really level up characters fast. You really just need to dump all of your serum into resource stages, essentially, which is what you basically do already. And really just buy out whatever you need from the shop, from the resource shop. But yeah, I hope that if you need a more in-depth explanation, I can definitely try and provide it for you after this. It's like a large and stable, well, in simpler terms, it's like those holographic simulation game consoles that are popular among teenagers these days. Eventually, Substance Zero will be used to store an entire civilization. The islands below erupts into thunderous applause, celebrating both the Galactic Research Institute's discovery and the new voyage they're about to embark on. Director's using Substance Zero to hustle for funding again. Damn. Sure, we've made progress with the research, but is this really going to be fine? Hey Ishmael, are you even listening to me? Sorry, I was just thinking about something else. Aw. What's with you today? Heather stands up from the table, studying Ishmael with concern. You're completely out of it ever since Professor Raleigh left. I know you're worried about her, but aren't we all doing our best here? You're totally out of it when the project kicked off, and you're still the same even when you found Substance Zero. What's really going on with you? You've never been like this before. I don't know, I just feel uneasy. Ishmael stares at the constantly streaming data on the terminal, anxiously twisting the hem on her clothes. Didn't the director already announce the conclusion? Substance Zero is enough to help us survive the heat death. So what's there to worry about? You did an amazing job. Finding a solution in just 5 standard years. Ether tries to comfort Ishmael. Okay, Lucia Echo Vera. Okay. Okay, huh. I'm assuming those are your best units you have so far. Or at least the worthwhile ones on your count so far, Zex Knight. But yeah, I would definitely Okay, my piece of advice would be to focus on Lucia, Echo, and... Okay, cool. That's good to know. Zex Knight, alright. Love and Jetavie are our team. Alright, yeah. But, yeah. To level your characters fast, you would probably have to level up your account. So, yeah, So, yeah, I would definitely buy out some of the... I would farm, what is it? I forget what it's called. I'll show you after this story node. It may be a little while, though. Surely take a break. I've been staring at the terminal for days now. Are you waiting for the results for the first batch of life replication? Well, I get it. It's actual life we're talking about here after all. Damn. Ethel rests her chin on her hand, a face filled with admiration. Damn. Why isn't it working for like others? Such a profound proposition. I'd love to join your project team, but my instructor absolutely refuses to let me go. Beyond the window, the sun has already dipped below the horizon. The sparse natural stars flicker faintly, while the timekeeping star looms heavily, methodically announcing the present hour. Bruh. Ow, Fuzzy. That star is glowing. There, that one, the last main sequence star. In the dim light, the final naturally formed star suspended in the sky flickers languidly. They're probably using the final bits of energy from the main sequence star to make more asteroids. They've been in it like that forever. But that is the last star. Ishmael lets out a sigh. She's tried to stop the director and others from continuing the experiments on the Substance Zero. She's even tempted to hide its discovery. But the planetary computer has faithfully recorded everything, with all experimental data being accurately synchronized and reported to the central system of the Institute. With substance... Yeah, I definitely agreed for real, Zex Knight, for real. Definitely agree with you there. But, yeah. When Substance Zero's ability to replicate information was discovered, the director was overwhelmed with joy. He immediately organized press conferences of all scales to announce this momentous news to the entire galaxy. Damn. Hey, nice. But yeah, let's keep going. Jettor, I still think there's something off with Substance Q. Aw. I'm already informed them to process your contribution bonus for the standard year. It's not about my bonus, Director. The characteristics of Substance Zero has shown are totally chaotic by nature. It's really dangerous. Of course I know that chaos is dangerous, Ishmael. Director finally looks up from the complex tasks on his terminal. The world needs hope, and our civilization needs to be preserved. We only have 5 standard years left, Ishmael. Besides, we've already tested it. It can indeed replicate everything from our civilization. Whether it's inorganic matter or organic matter, from buildings to plants, and even life itself. Damn. Well, so far, all the information has been reproducing chaotically. How is chaos not a form of order in itself? Perhaps we just haven't discovered its new patterns yet. It is, after all, a new form of matter. We just need to give it enough time. Alright, I have an interview coming up. How about you come along and provide some commentary? I'd rather not. Thank you, Director. Her resignation, she generally closes the door from the outside. Ever since then, the Director has suddenly marginalized her, excluding her from Substance Zero's core research circle and restricting her to synchronized experiment data access only. Damn. It is nothing different from stripping away all authority within the project. Fortunately, Ishmael has already lost interest in continuing that part of the research. She immerses herself in Raleigh's previous research at the time on the time travel mainframe, beginning a self-imposed exile of repetitive dry information experiments. All of that is she verifying successful, is there time? Substance replication successful. Replication successful. Replication test subject A2 1S5 replication successful. Damn, alright. Regularly pursuing the Substance Zero experiment reports relayed by the terminal, Ishmael watches everything unfold with deep concern. She has repeatedly circulated the properties of Substance Zero, but never managed to verify the results. The countdown within the cosmic regression model steadily diminishes, despite usually utilizing the time mainframe multiple times to project substances into the future. The results remain unchanged. Is the emergence of Substance Zero truly the solution to the heat death of the universe? Damn. Excellent question. See replication successful. Alright, replication successful. Alright. So things are succeeding. The terminal stoically persists in generating streams of successfully replicated data. This experiment has almost never failed. Guided by the leading research team, they continue to delve deeper into the properties of Substance Zero, exploring its capabilities of replication, storage, and manifestation. The first batch of life replicated by Substance Zero has successfully entered its core. Having reappeared from Substance Zero like a mist-like form, these entities demonstrate the ability to engage in regular communication and perform all physiological functions. According to the living beings that have entered Substance Zero, within it they exist as mind rather than body, as consciousness, not flesh. Substance Zero can replicate the true essence of life. They will follow Substance Zero into the depths of space, leaving their useless physical shells behind on the planets. Aww. After entering Substance Zero, their mind can extend throughout the entire galaxy. They can see all points of light in the universe, having become a new, higher form of life. After repeated verification by the Galactic Research Institute, they've determined that Substance Zero is a solution to surviving the heat death. They believe this is a sign that can elevate their civilization to the next level, and they've already run out of time. The countdown in the cosmic model shows only a mere 3 standard years remaining. After volunteers entered Substance Zero in batches without experiencing any rejection phenomena, the galactic government decides to mobilize and encourage living beings to enter Substance Zero on their largest possible scale. Damn. Ishmael. Why are you still standing there? Is your name on this batch's evolution list? Etha pushes open the door, rushing in while waving 2 application forms. I crossed my name off the list. What? Why would you do that? I thought you weren't on the list, so I grabbed the application form from the Institute Special Access just for you. Aw. Etha furrows her brow, looking at Ishmael with confusion. Tell me, what are you worried about this time? Is it Professor Raleigh or your last star? I'm sorry, Etha. I sent you a mail about it. Aw. But I still want to hear from you in person. I'm sorry, but I still believe that Substance Zero shouldn't be the final solution. I don't want you to evolve. The terminal transmits replication data to me every day, and I've been calculating its patterns, but it's never shown any kind of pattern that we recognize. It's completely chaotic. Ishmael anxiously brings up all records from the terminal and transfers them to Etha, looking at her hopefully, desperate for her understanding. The director did say that they still haven't discovered any patterns in Substance Zero, but the leading research team has already verified that the replicated life exhibits biological characteristics. They just exist in a different form. I believe this is indeed a form of evolution. The director taught this in theoretical class before, right? When life enters in a higher dimension, it may enter cosmic magnetic fields, become a mechanical life existing as waveforms, or may find new ways to exist. Why won't you set that Substance Zero might be the right direction? With trembling fingers, Ishmael lowers her head in dejection. No one would ever listen to a mere researcher's doubt. Even if she can produce 153 papers to validate her ideas. Even if she has countless pieces of information proven dangers of Substance Zero. It's just like no one would choose a dying star over the catastrophe of civilization's doom. But no one will believe her. So are you also preparing to enter Substance Zero? Yes, I'm sorry. My family and instructor are all preparing to enter Substance Zero. We'll be in the second batch. I've noticed your name isn't on the list. Yeah, for real. Dark for real, Zex Knight. Atha heaves a deep sigh, placing the application form on the table. I'll leave the form here. I hope you can take some time reconsidering it. Noticing that Ishmael started staring blankly out the window again, Atha shakes her head and walks out of the room. The second batch of life has to be evolved has entered Substance Zero scheduled. Yeah. Standard. Name Matal successful. Name Etha replication successful. Damn. After a brief adaptation period, the Galactic Research Institute soon allows others to visit them. Through multiple steps of approval, Ishmael finally secures the opportunity to speak with Etha, who now resides in Substance Zero. Etha? Facing a mass of dense white mist, Ishmael finds herself at a loss of where to begin. Oh, damn. The hazy mist outlines a human form, vaguely resembling the familiar Etha she knows. Hello? Since when did you get so formal, Ishmael? Someone might think we barely know each other. The mist gently surged forward, as if to offer a gentle embrace to Ishmael, only to restrain itself and retreat back into the glass container holding Substance Zero, firmly avoiding even the slightest contact with Ishmael's clothes. Aww. Is Substance Zero really the right direction? Go ahead and send in your application to join us. I've told you all along that Substance Zero is definitely the correct evolutionary path. Now that I'm here, I can totally see this is the most suitable place for life to exist. Do not worry, there's no danger here, no threats. Heat, death, entropy increase, none of them matters anymore. Not to push you or anything, but you really should join us. Damn. Come on, once you're here, we can be friends just like before. Etha. She displays a look of confusion, appearing exactly as she did when she still lived outside. May your soul soar with a four-winged white raven. The mist-formed figure silently vanishes. Damn. Visitation time is up. Substance Zero has just replicated a large number of living beings now and needs its rest. Substance Zero needs rest? Of course, Substance Zero is a new form of matter. After it simultaneously replicates too many organisms into itself, it requires a certain period to recover. The guard researcher explains in a rigid manner. Ishmael furrows her brow and quickly departs from this unsettling place. The countdown of a cosmic model continues. Meanwhile, the immigration to Substance Zero organized by the Galactic government proceeds in an orderly fashion. From the first batch of experiment subjects to the second batch of scientific researchers. After it's confirmed that some researchers can maintain mental clarity and continue their previous research and communications even without thin substance zero, the third batch follows, then the fourth. Nearly 1/5 of all life in the galaxy has already entered substance zero. Damn. Ishmael? After a gentle knock on the door, TA3T class enters Ishmael's office. Are you calculating the pattern of substance zero? I'm sorry, but I just can't figure it out. The floor is littered with crumpled drafts. Evidence of the fierce battle that took place here. Ishmael sits dazed in the center, staring vacantly at the final sheet of paper. Damn. While the paper lies still is just a disordered sequence of numbers. Substance zero is an absolutely disordered substance. I've run calculations on the planetary computer numerous times, but obtained no results. The evolution continues nonetheless, doesn't it? To one side, the terminal monitoring substance zero continues to endlessly print line after line of data. As observed, living beings continuously enter the disordered cycle. I don't approve of the reckless life replication into an unknown substance, but unfortunately... She gently runs her hand over the time mainframe beside her, suddenly changing the subject. So nothing from Raleigh? No. I always keep the mainframe online, but I haven't received any location signal from the Professor's terminal. It's as if she never existed at all. She's examined countless time marks since then, shifting through intricate overlapping information, has never found any data transmission from one person she most wants to hear from. Ta, are you planning to enter substance zero too? Not yet. I'm going to find you because the leading research team has discovered some new problems. Substance zero is beginning extending beyond its containment. Oh damn, oh that ain't good. Shit. At first, only a small patch of white mist extended from the edges of the container storing substance zero. The leading research team immediately conducted extensive tests on it, ultimately determining it to be excess matter protruding from a minute section of substance zero. They even became ecstatic about it, as substance zero, which has already been incapable of self-replication or expansion, finally showed a sign of growth. Yay! No, that's fun. But substance zero is chaotic. Yes, substance zero is chaotic, and its reproduction is equally so. The once mild substance zero begins reproducing chaotically, growing with fanatical intensity. For initial glass petri test, the entire room done to the corner of the research institute. Like a giant beast finally bearing its fangs, substance zero recklessly devours everything in its path. Chaotic growth, its substance zero has developed corrosive traits. As long as it makes contact with even a small part of any living organism or matter, it will instantly engulf it. It shouldn't be happening. Substance zero is supposed to be the stairway to evolution. Someone hurry out! Pull him out! Chaotic development, chaotic traits, and its evolving self. Wait. The terminal that continuously monitors substance zero's replication process slowly spits out new data. Oh? Substance zero birth successful. Oh fuck. What? It is creating new life. What? I'm sorry, what? The Galactic government has arrested the director of the Galactic Research Institute, so persistent in advocating for substance zero, urgently appointing TA-3T class as the new director of the Institute to focus entirely on resolving the Substance Zero crisis. But everyone is at a complete loss when facing a substance whose development trajectories are almost entirely unknown. Those successfully replicated living beings never appeared, and Substance Zero is missed again. Seem to have all fallen dormant inside Substance Zero. Their biological signature is no longer detectable. Meanwhile, a new will is silently born within Substance Zero. Oh, damn. We decided to call it the Punisher for now. Oh? At the Research Institute, Tom massages her forehead, trying to relieve the fatigue from days of continuous work. The Punisher. Yeah. Its appearance is like a punishment for our civilization, don't you think? We thought we were climbing stairs to the next level, but all we have found is complete devastation. I'm sorry, There's no need for you to apologize. If anything, we should be the ones apologizing. You kept warning us back then, but even I didn't take your words seriously. Tao lets out a heavy sigh. The heat death has never come. Substance Zero has indeed successfully presented its arrival. The information doesn't develop further. Most of it has been replicated into Substance Zero, as previously theorized, but it seems to have heralded an entirely different form of catastrophe. Damn. And the void, the pale doll folds her wings. Her countenance is devoid of emotion as she silently peruses the weighty tome adorned with the four-winged white raven emblem. The reading has taken far more time than initially anticipated. The pink-haired woman silently appears beside Chaos, who's mechanically turning the pages. Her expression holds an indescribable mixture of emotions. Oh, alright. Instead of erupting in fury at having her civilization peeped, she simply remains quietly by Chaos's side. Substance Zero is just another form of the punishing virus, isn't it? Chaos breaks the deathly silence. Yes. Oh, shit. And the civilization of the four-winged white raven, what was named Substance Zero, is just another form of the punishing virus. The Punisher is the four-winged white raven's Agent Zero. Even a civilization as prosperous as the four-winged white raven would also be subjected to the filtering. From what I observed there... Yeah, oof, for real, Fuzzy. Yeah, oof, for real. The so-called filtering has no clear rules. Flicker of confusion shows in translucent white pupils, only to quickly vanish. The will of the world cannot be defied. Even something as magnificent as the four-winged white raven will ultimately succumb to the heat death. Even if it could absorb all the information within the header tower, even if it could push back time to the point before its arrival, human civilization might simply be ended even sooner. The universe will ultimately succumb to heat death. Even stars will eventually die out. Everything will turn to dust. Regardless of the struggle, the ending remains all the same. Then what are you doing now? How did you manage to survive? According to the traits of Substance Zero, or rather the punishing virus on Earth, everything will be swept away by the red tide. Everything is bound to be devoured by the white mist. Ishmael should have been buried within the white mist like Substance Zero and carried beyond the gate. But how did she survive? And why did she choose to use Substance Zero to preserve her entire civilization within the stellar ring? Damn. The pink-haired woman lets out a gentle sigh. Such a strong thirst for knowledge. I suppose there's no harm in telling you about things that are already history. She gently waves her hand at a heavy tone. The pages rustle as they turn to a section far ahead in the book. Alright. On the weathered pages of the tome, light gray text mingles with blood red stains. Alright. The civilization of the four-winged White Raven did not escape the scythe of the Punisher. During one operation to dispel white mist of Substance Zero, the mist took on intangible form, and that will board of Substance Zero brandished its slaughter blade. It had been recklessly harvesting everything that belongs to the civilization, declaring that the end of the universe is far beyond mere heat death, at least so for the four-winged White Raven. Ishmael stands at the Research Institute, watching the researchers hurriedly carry the time mainframe that has been modified by her and TA-3T class. Time to give it a new name. Damn. The Rahale time machine? That's not very funny, Ta. Rahale was always worried about you. You thought you were too rigid. For someone too young. Ta sighs and turns her head to look at the machine again. Let's call it the Temporal Plane Disruption and Spatial Position Restoration Terminal. Damn. That's too long. For real. Come on, it can still be simplified. The terminal can still be called Time Travel Terminal. And the mainframe's still the Time Mainframe. Damn. Well, let's just go with that for now. I'll check on the first batch of the Pioneer applicants. You keep an eye on the movement of Substance Zero. This student needs a code name to refer to. Ta's silhouette pauses momentarily before continuing to walk away. Her voice echoes from afar. Let's call it Shrike, the Shrike Research Institute. Having exhausted all available weapons and strategies to no avail against Substance Zero, the remaining survivors have gathered under Ta's leadership to use the time mainframe to return to the past, intending to alter the course of events. The time mainframe is hastily modified. Equipped with travel terminals, the first Pioneer team embarks on their journey through time. They call the time when Substance Zero appeared in the Genesis year, and mark the time when the four-winged White Raven civilization falls into doom as the Terminus year, disregarding their own safety. They travel back in time again and again to alter history, hoping to save their civilization. But no one has succeeded. The emergence of Substance Zero and the Punisher seems inevitable. The war only serves to taint the white mist surrounding the Punisher with the hue of blood. The four-winged White Raven is destined to meet its end here. Ta, I've received a message from 2253. Any updates? 253 died 1 standard year ago. May his soul solar with the four-winged White Raven. 254 and 255 have already set off. I'll also be departing in 3 standard days. If all goes well, I should return after about 7 standard days. Okay. Watching as Pioneer 256 walks away, Ishmael lowers her gaze. Another Pioneer member gone? Yes, it's 253. His name was Lao Tzu Hythe, an immigrant from the planet Bola. He had A lover who was Pioneer 142. Damn. This is already the 253rd Pioneer. There aren't many time travelers left who can still carry out missions. Ishmael opens the registry of her terminal and gently marks deceased next to Level 2 Hearth's name. Life in the galaxy is constantly dwindling. The Punisher harvests everywhere, capable of appearing at any point in time after the birth of Substance Zero. Most of the Pioneers have died at the hands of the Punishers. Now, across various time periods, there are fewer than 100 time travelers remaining in the Shrike Research Institute. Aww. It absorbs more and more information. The Punisher seems to have developed a semblance of consciousness, starting a calculated pursuit of these insects striving to shake the colossal tree. I'll enlist the next Pioneer team and become a time traveler. Taha furrows her brows as she looks at Ishmael. Words hover over the edge of her lips, yet she restrains herself, choosing silence. I understand. Let's have your information registered. You will be the 367th time traveler. The terminal screen reopens, and Ishmael's information is entered in the time-traveling Pioneers team roster. There have been many attempts made to snuff out Substance Zero during the initial phase at the Research Institute, and they all failed. As long as Substance Zero appears, someone will always begin advancing its research. Place the Institute Director, and the other higher-ups will still push forward their emergence of Substance Zero. Replace the research team and other teams will take over this project. Therefore, your mission is to return to the time before Substance Zero appeared, and find Raleigh and prevent her from initiating the research project on Substance Zero. Prevent Professor Raleigh from initiating research on Substance Zero? Can he do it? I can. Okay. Without further hesitation, Ishmael nods. Taha looks at Ishmael with a complex expression. There's likely no turning back, Ishmael. You still have one last chance to choose. I have to do something. I failed to stop the advancement of Substance Zero research, and I can't prevent them from continuously replicating life into it. Well, things have gone this far. I have to do something. Instinctively, she looks toward the table, but the cup that Athlete used to fill with sweet drinks for her is no longer there. The departure time is set for 3 days from now. Hey. After seeing off another batch of time travelers, only a handful of staff members remain in the Research Institute. Class stands by the time frame, personally helping Ishmael adjust the target. Coordinates. Are you ready? Yeah. The main character girl calmly adjusts the time travel terminal. May the four winged white raven guide you back safely. Aww. The time mainframe activates and a ghostly blue light envelops Ishmael's body like liquid. Her vision sinks into vast emptiness. Something seems to press against her chest, pushing her backward. Ugh. A wave of dizziness and unease coursed through her nervous system. Instinctively, Ishmael takes hold of the terminal she's carrying. In the next second, her eyes widen in terror. Gradually, one after another, carved markings start materializing along the flank of her terminal. Oh, damn. Ishmael. Failure cannot be avoided. Professor, Raleigh! In the boundless time-space tunnel, she jumps to catch a glimpse of her professor's silhouette. It also seems to see nothing at all. Suddenly she realizes it, understands it all. My instructor transmitted back the concept of heat death, but she can only send messages through the information capturing machine. I see a universe about to perish. My instructor's time travel terminal completely lost connection, and why she is now completely vanished. The data stream irreversible. Raleigh, your professor has been banished to the endless void of space like a ghost. Ishmael, the heat death hypothesis become a reality. The latter half of the sentence, restricted by the universe's rules, was never sent out. Ishmael, do not explore heat death. Failure cannot be avoided. Oh, damn. As Ishmael recounts all this, her expression remains impassive, as if none of it has anything to do with her. Only in her eyes, no longer vivid blue, crystallizes a trace of sorrow that cannot be swept away. What happened after that? I only want to know your solution. Cal stares at the book, expressionless. After that, well... Substance Zero relentlessly pursued the footsteps of time travelers, while our civilization repeatedly endured endless cycles of suffering. Just like how red tide spreads through Hedro Tower, Substance Zero similarly attempts to corrupt the time mainframe with a four-winged white raven. After mastering this rule, countless time travelers were hunted down from every temporal crevice, like helpless rats caught by a cat. Damn. After that, the girl named Ishmael survived within this nightmarish closed loop for an unknown duration. Damn. She experienced thousands upon thousands of cycles, breaking free from countless cages. Finally, before Substance Zero could devour everything, she had last and obtained Substance Zero's authority. As you have seen, I placed my civilization in subspace, the world beyond that gate, allowing them to survive just as they did before. While I, with the help of Substance Zero's traits, became a gatekeeper chosen by the will. That's all I can tell you for now. Ishmael enigmatically speaking with deliberate ambiguity. So the Punisher virus was created by a four-winged white raven. No, this is the kind of substance that isn't something that can be created by anyone. While there's chaos, contamination, punishing virus, or heat death, these appear to be merely tools of the cosmic will, methods they use to recycle or filter. If one can survive these calamities, they can progress further, getting closer to them and gaining more knowledge. But if not, then no one can obtain the ticket to advance into the stellar sea. I told you everything I can, Noctis. She smiles, gazing at the pale doll. Even so, do you still insist on saving your civilization? Why are you helping me? Chaos never ceases gathering the endless threads of causality, or rather, from the moment the story began until now, Chaos has continuously repeated this action. Initially, I placed Ishmael here as a projection simply for some entertainment. But it had been a long time since I saw such a complex little world, but then I saw you. Oh damn. I believe you have the potential to become my companion. Aw. Watching Chaos's movements, Ishmael responds with silence. You've already made your decision long ago. I never intended to give up. What humanity seeks has always been something simple, but the current circumstances have put that hope far beyond reach. I will bring them home. Hey, no matter what I will become, no matter how much power I gain, I've never changed my mind. I'm going to bring them home. Hey, let's go! Bring them home, baby! Let's go! God damn, that was long. But yeah, gosh damn, that was long. But yeah.
Tired?
But yeah, to go back to your question about how to level up characters, Zex90, if you're still here, you go to resources, simulation shop, and basically just, I would recommend just dumping all of your stamina / serum into these stages. And then of course, buying whatever, you know, you need in the shop to level up your characters. For example, if you need one of these, you can just...
NANI?!
Bruh, fuck. God damn it, Fuzzy. Fuck, bro. God damn it, that took me by surprise. Fuck. God, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. God damn it. Yeah, I'm glad you're still here, Fuzzy. Zex. Oh, fuck. But yeah. Oh, God. Fuck. God damn it, Fuzzy. Oh, fuck. But, yeah, as I was saying, you wanted to level up characters, correct? So, I would very much recommend, buying these two, really. Both of these, the overclock material boxes, alpha and beta. If you're just getting started, I'll buy a lot of these to however much you need. And then another one, and then yeah, just go through the shop, buy whatever stuff you need to level up your characters. For skill points, you need that. And then cogs, you can buy, this is the XP pods to actually level up your characters. And then you can buy memories as well, which is sort of like your equipment, which I of course recommend going to greyravens.com again, as I said before, to check out and figure out their builds, their ideal builds. If you're all about, you know, wanting to be the most optimal player ever. But if you're really all about, you know, optimizing your units, I would definitely recommend just going to greyravens.com to get a general sense of how you should build your units. But yeah, I hope that answered your question, Zex. I really do. I hope that answered your question. But yeah, overall, man, just yeah, great stuff, great stuff. But yeah, I hope that I hope that somewhat guided you to how you build your character, Zex Knight. I hope that helped. But yeah, I think with that said, let's keep going. Let's keep chugging along. Let's keep going. Double spirals. No problem, Zex Knight. The storage of information cannot be reversed. Under Cradle and Vonnegut's manipulation, the Hetero Tower has continuously grown, diffracting into infinite new layers. Chaos persistently organizes the jumbled Hetero Tower. Her mind is bombarded by innumerable information, gradually losing control of her power. Wings pierce through her spine, countless eyes writhing in agony. Darkness surges forward like a ferocious storm. Arranging the threads of time, she's witnessed the full spectrum of human emotions. Aw, this art is beautiful, man. An insect U wriggles across the muddy earth. Shell shot wings unfurl, gray U soars through the skies. Storms raging, wings broken, mid-flight, an ashen wolf U crawls upon the ground, evading the red tide that flows in all directions. Wow. A fisherman U is stabbed to death by a corrupted mechanoid. After awakening the corrupted mechanoid, you see blood and leaps into their oceanic abyss. A little whale, you in the oceanic abyss, sways its tail, only to be swallowed in one bite by a massive hetero creature. Damn. Countless pieces of information hammer Chaos's mind, forcing her to experience painful tearing in lives of unknown beings with each passing moment. Damn. You can't do it. She speaks calmly, like stating a mere fact, even though Chaos can no longer hear her voice at all. Each thread connects to a layer of the Hetero Tower, condensing information from different world lines. Even a deity cannot absorb this much time. If you keep absorbing information like this, these threads will pierce through you, causing you to ultimately perish. With a gentle sigh, the pink-haired woman slowly turns around. There's no need to keep watching any longer. Damn. The tome floating in the void slowly closes. She has already seen the twilight of this civilization. The key staff carves a rift in the air as Ishmael prepares to return to her observation room with the book of the civilization when she suddenly pauses. The very moment she turns her head, some of the red threads on Chaos's body silently vanish. It might just be a few strands. This doesn't escape the eyes of Ishmael, who's been constantly observing this civilization. Ishmael turns around with slight surprise at the book pages. As the book pages flip once more, on the final few pages, whimsical text gradually fades away. Chaos continues to absorb information from the Hetero Tower. According to Ishmael's calculations, she will lose her sanity from the overwhelming flood of information before she can complete the absorption. No living being can bear the information of an entire civilization, not even a higher dimensional being. But now... Interesting. After a moment of contemplation, Ishmael traces another exit with a key staff and slowly walks into a room encased in silver white metal. Inside the starship, Nanami stands in the center of the room, exhausted yet still brimming with energy. Hi, it's you. It's Super Weird Construct. Hey, Nanami! Wait, how did you suddenly appear on DeLorean? What are you trying to do? Nanami stares suspiciously at Ishmael, who has quietly appeared out of nowhere. I apologize for the sudden visit without prior notice. I'm here to deliver a message for someone. As per the quest of a commander on Earth, I'm here to hand over all research data from Aerospace City to you. Condensing the information into a sharp heterocar shard, Ishmael gently hands it over to Nanami. Oh, it's a message from Commandant! Thank goodness! The gray-haired girl jumps up in excitement and swiftly grabs the heterocore shard. Does Commandant have anything to say to Nanami? It should all be within this data. Treating it like a precious treasure, Nanami carefully puts away the heterocore, claps her hands, and looks toward Ishmael. Anything else to say? If not, I need to get back to my own business. Huh? Are you going to ask about the Commandant's current situation? Commandant must be working hard, just like Nanami. Nanami can feel it, so Nanami doesn't need to ask. Nanami raises his finger and wags it. Nanami can feel it. The Hetero Tower is changing, and the information inside is reducing. That's because Commandant is also waving information on the other side, trying to guide everything back to the right track. But you know full well that this is an impossible task. Nanami's thoughts are actually all the same as Commandant's. I knew it was absolutely right this time. Damn it, I can't believe I lost. Quick, 50 liters of machine oil. We had a deal. Hey, I told you not to use Nanami's plan for your bets. Not allowed. Nanami roars furiously toward the nearby hall, instantly driving the murmurs away. The silly goofballs. Nanami's plan is definitely the most correct one. Plan, are you also doing something here? Her consciousness and frame seem to have merged quite well. The pink-haired woman gently examines Nanami's frame. Of course, Nanami is the almighty Nanami, capable of handling any difficult task. Have you been convergent causality? Observing the damage on Nanami's frame, Ishmael breaks into a slight smile. Aww. She thinks she has found the answer about the missing final page of that book. Of course. The gray-haired girl nods as if stating the obvious. I'm only telling you this because I trust you, since you delivered Commandant's message. You absolutely must not tell anyone else. Aw. She casts a meaningful glance toward the outer perimeter of the starship's window. Of course. To prove her sincerity, Ishmael summons her key staff, conjuring a misty barrier around them. I believe you. Let me think about this. Where should I begin the story? Nanami seems to be straining to recall the exact events. Naturally maintaining one's sanity after converging such a large amount of causality is no small feat. After much pondering and exploring so many simulated worlds, I've finally figured out the solution to everything. The disappearance of human civilization is caused by the Outer Tower's collapse. If we just prevent the Outer Tower from appearing in the first place, wouldn't human civilization be saved? I've been working hard to punish those simulations back to how they were at the very beginning. If time flow returns to the original state with less of what you call information, then wouldn't the world go back to how I first saw it? Nanami steadily clenches her fist, waiting for Ishmael to give her an affirmative answer. You could put it that way. Woohoo! Nanami knew it! Nanami and Commander are totally in sync. No room for errors this time. The badly wounded girl breaks into a happy smile. Commander is working hard, and Nanami is working hard too, at this rate. Nanami helps Commander converge information here, while Commander is working hard to weave it together there. This way, the burden on Commander will definitely be much lighter. Nanami has to work even harder. If Nanami and Commander can keep pushing forward, we'll surely reach the day of victory someday. She can almost see it the day she reunites with Commandant. Aw, this art. That art, man. Ishmael studies the jubilant girl with an inquisitive gaze. Why give me that look? I have no interest in you at all. Nanami takes a cautious step back. Aw, I was just wondering, why are you so devoted to helping human civilization? Does that need a reason? Of course, it's because Nanami likes humans. Nanami likes Commandant. Watch the girl who, despite being covered in wounds, still eagerly prepares for the next action. Ishmael falls into an unusual silence. Across the vastness of space and time, she has wandered too long in the realm where dim galaxies spiral in suspension. She has witnessed firsthand the birth and destruction of countless civilizations. Time has lost all meaning to her. Like a faint sweetness rises on her tongue. She has long forgotten what it means to like something. Aw. Her endless existence has ground away her interest in most things. She only occasionally appears among civilizations where she believes change might occur. Saying maybe even now. While Nanami busies herself with tinkering with her frame, the key staff slices open a rift, and Ishmael silently disappears through the stellar crevice. Hey. Observation room. She returns to observation room. Her name for her room. In the dimness of eternity, she freely delves into tales of other civilizations here. Seeking to pass the endless tedium of time. She craves change, yearns for entertainment, to fill the void of time, and wishes to find more allies within the dark forest. Sitting back at her desk, Ishmael ponders for a moment before once again opening the book labeled Human Civilization. Crimson gold threads curve into a tree-like nodes, each connecting to form different endings. Ishmael focuses intently, searching for the specific moment in time when the commander leaves the tower. The paper boat sails on across the burning sea. Damn. Humanity's end tomorrow. Here, human civilization ends. Damn. Aerospace City. Outside Aerospace City, the snow remains unchanged. The mutated red tide lies dormant outside Aerospace City, not actively attacking yet, never showing signs of frailty. Humanity's activity is restricted to an area around Aerospace City. Those who can only glimpse a fragment of the sky from the bottom of the well. The mutated red tide still poses a threat, and no one knows when humanity will be completely submerged by it. It might be today or perhaps tomorrow. Oh, all the endings. Oh. The observer shall drift amid the expanse of stars and deep cosmos, endlessly searching for the unknown future. Humanity is ending, gravekeepers of civilization. Here, human civilization stalls. The Grave Commander uses cunning privileges to evade each potential endpoint that might appear. Like steering a small boat through a sea of flames, that human bears the weight of an entire civilization. He never chooses to give up. The commander proceeds cautiously, pressing on toward what may not even exist to correct time. Ah. The crimson gold text curls inward as the weather pages dissolve into specks of dust. The information recorded on the pages gradually fades, transforming into red threads leading toward chaos floating in the deep void. Has it come to this already? Much faster than I imagined. Ishmael closes the fading pages of the book and falls into a deep contemplation. This time will a different answer be submitted? Graven didn't enter the red tide, but instead passed through the gateway. Alright. After dimensional ascension, Graven replaces the consciousness of the undersea commander with their own, hatching complete chaos. Chaos defeats Cradle within the tower, truly becoming a life form filtered by the cosmic will. He refuses to give up. Within the Hetero Tower, Chaos continually organizes time, while on the other side, the mechanoid named Nanami diligently works to reversely converge the causality threads at the same time. Hey, alright, let's go. This time this be corroded, riddled with corrosion, wound civilization truly provide an answer? Different answer? Ishmael contemplates in silence. Should she? Should she intervene to help with the civilization? Should she pay a certain price to continue reading the story? Measuring the price that must be paid, Ishmael ponders deeply. Why not settle it this way? Well, does such an item truly exist? You just roll it, follow what it says, and keep going without worrying too much. If it were you, Grey Raven. A peculiar smile flickers across her silver-white pupils. Let's see whether the path ahead still exists in your heart this time. Wooden die, wrapped in exotic matter and gleaming like metal, spins rapidly in the air. The die hasn't yet stopped spinning, but the book of human civilization has already turned to a new page. Oh shit, alright. Damn, okay. Alrighty then. Damn, so many story nodes in a row, man. But yeah, definitely interesting to see where this goes. Definitely interesting and curious to see where this goes, for real, for real. But yeah, let's keep going. Annihilation. Chaotic threads swirl around chaos like tangled hemp. Floating in the boundless cosmic void, her mind is having endured countless tears and healings, having become nothing but a blank slate. Alright. Oh shit. Information from entire civilization floods into her memory. Languidly, she cradles the planet wrapped in layers of threads, gazing bewildered into the darkness of time. A faint will flickers like a dying spark in her murky mind. Chaos stares blankly at this strange universe, where streams of stars revolve amidst omnipotent cosmic dust. Alright. Is this the final turning point? Her mind continuously collapses and reconstructs, containing all the wrong information from the Hetero Tower, holding all the wrong paths. Alright, but what is truly wrong? The string called sanity is nearly severed, teetering on the edge of collapse. Should she continue absorbing the wrong time? Or perhaps she should take a short break. Pause for a moment. Retain sanity. Think about the next steps carefully. Oh, continue absorbing? Annihilation. Okay, ending? Alright. No, can't stop. Oh, fuck. Oh, different endings. Within her mind, wails and laughter of countless lives urge her to continue forward. I am going to retain sanity. Damn. Her pupils dilate to the verge of splitting, crimson veins branching across her eyelids. Fingers plunge into deep crimson threads. Chaos struggles with all her might, desperately trying to restore the strands of time to the original state. Like a small beast in despair, yet still refusing to surrender to the rule's grip, she lets out a primal howl, struggling to drag her beloved world to its rightful orbit. The threads clash with metallic clangs, while their eyes upon her wings tremble, emitting cries of agony. Alright. Chaos is so close to success. But chaos is, after all, still just a living being. A living being who possesses one and only one mind. That is capable of containing information. Even after evolving into a higher dimensional being, she remains unable to contain an entire civilization's wrong time. That's worse, the time continues to fat. It generates endless streams of new information. Damn. Throughout the universe, all galaxies perish one by one. In the wake of a violent explosion, cosmic particles collide, giving birth to dazzling arcs of light. The universe at -273.15 degrees Celsius. The final remnants of matter, known as punching virus, gradually vanish into the vacuum, or rather, gradually being recycled. Perhaps after millions of years, the blue-green planet will once more be born here, or starting the closed loop anew. Damn. That's dark. Damn, bad ending. There's no longer any place to set foot here. Ishmael hovers in deep space, watching the end of the civilization. Chaos cannot withstand the impact of excessive information. She arrives one step too late. The information recorded by the punchy virus overflows, annihilating the entire Earth. Afterward, Chaos, having lost all sanity, detonates herself. Ooh. Yeah, oof, for real, Fuzzy. She vanishes from the space-time. Even Ishmael is unable to ascertain whether she truly ceased to exist or has simply being propelled elsewhere by the shockwave of the explosion. Damn. The universe will ultimately succumb to heat death. Even stars will then eventually die out. She speaks up softly, addressing a civilization that no longer exists. Everything will turn to dust. Regardless of the struggle, the ending remains all the same. Damn. On the far side of distant galaxies, where the command is disappearing, Nanami, having lost her anchor, will never be able to return to her rightful place. The mechanoid girl will forever be lost in the long river of time, never able to return to the correct time and space. The civilization machines will, before long, also fade into the universe. The crimson gold text flashes violently before eventually fading away. Ishmael lets out a sigh and gently closes the book. Damn. A rip. Remaining embers burst into final afterglow. While human civilization has already died out here. Humanity's ending annihilation here, human civilization fades away. Damn. Alright, boom. Alright, let's see what the other ending is. Time to take a short break. And Commandant. A familiar call traverses the darkness of countless light years, blasting within her mind. On the verge of madness, chaos stiffly stops her hands that are still arranged in the threads of time. Hey, Grey Raven! Lucia? Following that sound, chaos rapidly traces backward, yet fails to find any remnants of the voice. You, where are you? In the dark, boundless void, there's only a single person's voice. Suddenly, unsure how to continue, chaos sits there bewildered, cradling the glowing planet wrapped in threads. Where am I? Should I continue? The string called sanity is nearly burned through by excessive information. What should be the next step? The space trembles, stirring up subtle ripples as familiar riff cuts through the dark cosmic void. Ishmael hurriedly arrives through the rift. Hey, let's go. Her silver-white pupils betray a look of disbelief as Ishmael gazes in astonishment at chaos. Remains frozen in place, teetering on the brink of madness. You have maintained your sanity. This ending shouldn't be like this. In the ending she has witnessed, chaos descends into madness from the overwhelming influx of information. The punishing virus envelops Earth in a state of limbo, and chaos detonates herself. Following the violent explosion, human civilization fades into oblivion. She has no clue about what altered the predestined ending, but given the circumstances... Grey Raven? Tentatively, Ishmael calls out to Chaos by that title once more. Her mind can no longer accept any more information. Chaos gazes in bewilderment at the pink-haired woman before her. Concerned under a chaotic mess, unable to make out the woman's uttered words. It seems this is the answer given by the die. She opens the book in her hand. On the final page, crimson gold curves spiral and form into new words. Is that so? She flips to the page of the book, letting a soft sigh out a soft sigh as the realization dawns in her silver-white pupils. So doom isn't truly predestined after all. A tinge of sadness creeps up her spine and into her mind as Ishmael presses her lips together. She thought she had lost most of her emotions during her wanderings through time. But this very moment, she genuinely feels sorrow. It turns out that preservation is not really the only solution. There does indeed exist a path to leads to what is correct. Chaos is already on the verge of madness, beyond salvation, but most of the wrong time, he keenly ended with the header towers and completely absorbed. Meanwhile, the mechanoid girl also continues her efforts to converge the threads of causality. All the wills on the planet are working towards it. They will ultimately usher in a brand new miracle. Hey, I get it now. Please allow me to pay my respects to you and your civilization. For the magnificent story you presented, and for truly showing me another kind of future. She offers a gentle smile. Standing before chaos, she bows slightly. From here on, leave it to me. Putting away the book representing human civilization, the pink-haired woman gently touches the forehead of chaos. Hey, let's go. Alright, nice. Alright, let's go. Alright, things definitely seem to be turning up for hope. Let's go. That's good. Alright then, let's continue on then. Yeah, with that said, let's continue on. Gear. The weaving of time is nearly complete. Alright. Meanwhile, Nanami's effort to converge the causality threads is also approaching its end. Ishmael gently touches the forehead of chaos, accelerating the process. Prevent you from losing sanity and also to fulfill your wish. Lend me your last remaining strength. The woman with silver pupil smiles, unleashing the power of the four-winged raven. Having taken the price you paid, I will help you. Rebuild the civilization that is rightfully yours. Alright, okay. Hey, okay, damn, alright, let's go. Ooh, cutscene! Hey, let's go!
Humans, civilizations, are precious. I won't let you hurt them.
Hey, boss fight time! Let's go.
Would you like to see something beyond your scope of knowledge? It's just a small... Embrace it. This is the miracle you
Boom.
have been waiting for. Not bad. We gave it another try, and it seems like
Got
nothing
him.
has changed. The story is nearing. Don't blink. Not bad. I will go first, like always. Don't blink.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
I will go first, like always. Not bad. Don't blink. Do not resist fate. Don't blink. Would you like to see something beyond your scope of knowledge? It's just
Horizon end.
embrace it. This is the miracle you have been waiting for. We gave it another try,
Boom.
and it seems like nothing has changed. You're not bad. I will go first, like always. Don't blink.
Eternal
Boom,
flame.
got him.
Unextinguished.
Story. I will go first, like always. It's just a small gift. Embrace it. This is the miracle you have. We gave it another try, and it seems like nothing has changed. Your death. I will go first. Don't blink. Would you like to see something beyond your scope of knowledge? It's just a small gift. The story, not bad. We gave it another try, and it seems like nothing has changed. Your destiny. Not bad. I look forward to it. I will go.
God
Would
damn
you
it,
like to
come
see
on.
something beyond your scope of knowledge? The story. I will go.
Hey, let's go. Oh shit. Oh
Come
god.
to hell with me.
Bruh.
Yeah, bro, for real, Fuzzy.
Embrace it. This is the miracle you have.
Perish here.
We gave it another try, and it seems like nothing has changed.
God damn, you scared me again.
I will go first, like always.
No miracles.
Not bad. I will go first. The story. Don't blink. Would you like to see something beyond your scope of knowledge? It's just a small gift.
Stay here. I won't let you pass me. Leave the civilization behind me.
Boom.
At any cost, this won't be the real ending. Lucia! At any cost, this won't be the real ending. Stay here. I won't let you pass me. Leave the civilization behind me.
I did not see that coming. Do
God
not
damn it.
resist fate.
No redemption.
I will go first, like always. It's just a small gift. Embrace it. This is the miracle you have been waiting for.
At any cost, this won't be the real ending!
Not bad. Do not resist fate. Don't blink.
Here I am. At any cost, this won't be the real ending!
It's just a small gift. Embrace it. This is the miracle you have been waiting for. We gave it another
Hey,
try,
got him.
and it seems like nothing has changed.
Nice, got him. What a stubborn little one. Standing before the massive stellar ring, Ishmael flips through the book in her hands. Crimson gold text quietly appears and vanishes, a path now manifested on the final page. Truly a miracle. Perhaps it cannot be called a miracle. The twilight of civilization is now illuminated by countless sparks. Lucia, Grave, and Command and Anami. Countless struggling wills converge at this moment, erupting with a roar that shakes heaven and earth. They refuse to meet the end once more. The gears of fate quietly turn. The woman with silver pupils reveals a peculiar smile. She sees it. She sees the sparks converging in the commandant's mind. She sees the writings etched into the earth with their bones and blood. She sees the roar of the entire civilization. She sees it all. Driven by all this and more, she finally sees the future of this civilization. Well then, given she doesn't mind giving them a push. This may cost her dearly, but a civilization like this deserves a future worth hoping for. Damn. She's willing to stand along the side of this civilization to witness the ending that is rightfully theirs. May the four-winged white raven protect us. The sound of metal colliding rings out as she shakes the dice in her hand. Hey, let's go. Alright. Damn, okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, damn. That was certainly something. That was great. That was a great fight, man. I like that. But yeah, definitely interesting for real. All right, let's continue on then. But yeah, overall, man, just great stuff. But yeah, great boss fight. I liked it. It was pretty cool. But yeah, let's keep going. Gift from the stars. Let's go. Let's go. The false daylight suddenly spins in view. Oh, flashback to everything. In a daze, everything within the mind flashes through, cycling endlessly. Hey, hello there. Is this your first day at FOS? First day, FOS? Hey, hey! Hey, hey! Just wake up. Working so hard for the graduation mock exam, huh, Chief? Vanessa? The distant muffled school anthem echoes through the auditorium. Beside you, Vanessa, who hasn't changed into her school uniform yet, looks over impatiently. Don't tell me, Chief, that your precious little hippocampus finally gave out after you've spent all night cramming for that pathetic graduation mock battle. White-haired girl frowns as she glances at her terminal. Hey, we're about to be up for your grand graduation speech. And now, she arches her eyebrows disapprovingly. You haven't even changed into your uniform. In a foggy state, fragmented memories surface involuntarily, and words slip from your lips before you can even process them. You haven't changed your clothes either. Haha. Unlike you, I don't need to parade around on stage begging for attention, so nobody's gonna care if I don't wear the uniform. Damn. Friendly reminder, you don't have much time left. Oh, this piano is so good, man. Your thoughts seem forced to reweave the correct memories while your consciousness remains hazy, failing to fully inhabit the shell of a body. You have 34 minutes and... Before Vanessa finishes announcing the time, an instructor hurriedly approaches from the other side. Notice curious, over here. Instructor? There's an issue with your records. You'll need to get it sorted out yourself with the teacher at the archive management office. Oh, sure, the music stopped. My records? Yeah, I noticed while going through the files that you forgot to fill in the code on one of your reports. He gives you a look that clearly says, don't worry, I know your little secret, but I won't tell anyone. Code? What's wrong with you today? You're acting like a voice recording program in a terminal. I'll be borrowing your chi for a moment. I promise to return your chi before the ceremony begins. The instructor exchanges a quick greeting with Vanessa, then hurriedly leads you toward one side of the campus. Hey, alright. Then dimly the room. Only the archive management teacher waits there. The incandescent lights seem to be malfunctioning, flickering on and off, making it impossible to clearly see the teacher's face. Yes, these are the ones. The teacher selects several pages from various transcripts, registration forms, and reports, placing them in front of you before impatiently tapping your desk. Originally, the code for on these reports should all be machine printed, but it seems several pages are missing from your records when he first enrolled. Well, damn. We tried to reprint them later. You were in simulation training and couldn't be contacted, so it was delayed. Now you need to fill in the code by yourself. Shouldn't it be machine reprinted? Despite your mind already being in disarray, a peculiar sense of rawness still rises within you. Even though you're a chief, we can't make an exception and activate the printing machine just for you. Handwritten code is perfectly valid. Just write what I say. 9312. 9. Though the numbers could be more familiar, for some reason writing them down now feels incredibly difficult. What are you waiting for? The archive room becomes shrouded in dense white fog, and the teacher's words filter through like the vast mist, like echoes from the depths of your memory. Fingers tremble slightly, as if some force is preventing you from writing any further. Hurry up, the graduation ceremony is about to begin. Your fingertips sting slightly, and amid the vague urge, your pen slightly tears through the paper. 931-1206. The tail of the number 9 stretches long across the report code column, like a wound that can never heal, torn into the aged paper. The lights in the old archive room flicker on and off. Did FOS really have such a room? Were your records really missing pages before? Damn. Real and absurd memories intertwined in chaos, blurring the lines between reality and illusion, here or elsewhere, moving forward or backward. As the world finally spins around you, your consciousness experiences intense spasms, abruptly detaching from your body. Once more, a shroud of complete darkness sweeps over you. Damn. The river stars spiral gently against the backdrop of darkness as a massive starship carrying the solitary girl slowly advances deeper into the distant void. The mechanoid girl in blue remains seated by the porthole, watching the annihilation and rebirth of galaxy clusters. Damn. Alright. It's been a while. What a surprise to have you drop by. Oh, Nanami! Hold her, Nanami. It's been a while. Rifts scattered across the stars finally silently open, and Ishmael emerges slowly from behind. You should have received it by now. That's quite clever. It is indeed impossible to find out. Beside her hand, a heterocore shard sits placed upon the table. Having endured a long journey through time, it has grown somewhat dim, but this doesn't affect the function it was originally meant to bear. What are you planning to do? At this point in time, Ishmael speaks enigmatically, hinting at her intended actions. Could be easily caught. We cannot interfere too much with the final timeline. Don't worry. Nanami is the almighty Nanami, capable of handling any difficult task. Gazing at the countless stars beyond the window, Nanami breaks into a joyful smile. Aw. But I never thought that we could actually make it. Within this intricate plan spanning countless light years, a single misstep could lead them into a labyrinth of deadly traps and dire situations at every twist and turn. No one could have imagined they would struggle through to this day. So what's your plan to avoid notice? Ishmael deliberately omits the personal pronoun. Just like what I've done before. Established history never deviates from its course. The girl flashes a crafty smile and lightly taps the hetero creature's shard. It's just like that. It's just that we need more. The nimble beam of light pierces into the hetero core shard. Redundant information? Nobody's gonna be interested in useless navigation logs anyway. What a rustic approach. Aww. She envisioned all possible methods, but never expected Nanami would opt for the simplest one. The simplest is actually the hardest to notice, don't you agree? After a moment of thought, Nanami touches the hetero core shard again. Better add a password. What should I use? DeLorean or maybe 737373? And both of them feel too obvious. After racking her brain for quite some time, the girl finally makes up her mind. This is perfect. A secret that only Commandant knows. Information materializes. Anatomy solemnly writes her predetermined password in the air. Q 131206. Looking at the string of numbers, Ishmael finds herself bewildered. Shh. The girl races her hand out to open a light screen. It displays a document tagged with Copperfield Aquarium Campaign. Damn. Regardless of what happened during that time, Chico would inevitably replace Bianca and head to the sea after Bianca was injured. Damn. The light spot runs along the information tree, finally stopping the marked location. Hi, Kima, can you help me pack up file number 2143 and make it ready for four-dimensional communication? There's something I'd like to send to Earth. But mankind didn't have the ability to receive foreign-dimensional communications at that point in time. Besides, this would affect the timeline if they were to discover this. I know. That brief moment is our only chance. I get it now. Information has been encapsulated. Time-space coordinates are locked. It will be sent out during DeLorean's wormhole warp. This is my gift to everybody. The gift of the future. Ishmael stands quietly to the side, observing this play that has already been performed once before. Phew, Nanami's journey might finally be reaching its end. Well, will they really be able to discover the secret? I mean, the special password you set. Of course, Nanami trusts Commandant more than anyone. This is a little secret between Nanami and Commandant. Commandant will definitely get it. I saw the portal. A tranquil river of stars swirls around the starship. The shooting star carrying the information will travel back in time, heading to its destination. Alright, let's go. Alright, damn. Alright, okay, cool. Alrighty then, let's go. Again, everything seems to be turning up. Let's go. Everything seems to be on the up and up. Let's go. Hey, good shit. Vision at dawn. Let's keep going. Oh shit. The dull beating of a heart echoes in the dark abyss, profound and lingering. Thump. The lone lost soul has found the way home. As if a drowning exile reaching air at last, the cold sticky heavens, reminiscent of a smoked cotton coat, is gently peeled away from consciousness by a soft breeze. Is it a dream? Your body seems to have endured tremendous suffering. A suffocating sensation rises from the nasal cavity, while heart-wrenching, bone-piercing pain seeps through every joint. Alright. Where are you? The world spins wildly and successively bright light stabs at your eyes. Not as curious. Not as curious. A familiar voice and familiar light. Not as are you alright? Feeling effects on your injury? of your injury? The consciousness feels like it's been salvaged from a cold deep sea, carrying with it chilling tremors and biting sorrow. Oh, the music. What in the world happened? Hazy fragments rise and fall in your mind. It feels like countless painful experiences were endured, yet also as if they were merely an all-too-real nightmare. As the ringing ears persist, black spots fade from retinas, revealing concerned-looking Hassan before you. Thank you for your hard work on the last mission. You mentioned in a report that Lethos has some unique insights on the Red Tide. The Red Tide. Star follows from the shadows. It feels as if something has been forgotten. Lucia. Grey Raven. Aww. Your body acts before your mind can catch up. Yeah, ooh for real, Fuzzy. Ignoring the ongoing meeting, you push open the doors and sprint desperately toward the Grey Raven Lounge. It has to be now. It has to be at this exact time. You have to confirm it. Contact Grey Raven. God damn, the music's loud. Hassan's voice is left far behind. Babylonia, 9 a.m. A summer breeze caresses your cheek, bringing with it a distorting sense of your unreality. What exactly have you forgotten? What exactly are you trying to confirm? In your mind, a persistent voice keeps urging Grey Raven Lounge. You must get to the Grey Raven Lounge. Despair from the nightmare still pursues you. If only you can reach that place. The door to the Grey Raven Lounge remains closed, as always. Hey, nice. Your fingers quiver subtly, teeth chattering involuntarily, as if gripped by fear of something irreparable. Hey, Celestial, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for the welcome back, Celestial. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. But yeah, fair enough, Celestial. But yeah, we're here, we're back. And definitely new stuff. But yeah, welcome back. Welcome. We're currently finishing up some story right now. Before there's time to think further, your body already begins executing the urgent command. Commandant! Morning light flows through the room, boldly spilling into your field of vision. What happened, Commandant? Nice for real, Celestial. Warm hand faster than the pursuing nightmare reaches your shoulder. They say you were in the middle of... Give a report when you suddenly fainted. As soon as you regained consciousness, you bolted out of the meeting room and ran straight to the lounge. Aww. After receiving Hassan's message, Lee rushed back even though he was only halfway through his frame calibration. Aw. Commander, what happened? Don't worry, we're all here. The chill is brazenly washed away by the morning light as sunshine strikes against darkness, mocking the abyss for its impotence. Aw. Oh, the music. By your ear, the crackling of a bonfire and sounds of crying gradually fade away, replaced by the anxious conversation of Grey Raven. Commander, vital signs appear normal. Live. Want a thorough examination. No external injuries. Confirm again. I'll contact the Star of Life. Your gaze loses focus, scattering amidst the warm light filling the room. now comes the eternal dawn. We find rebirth in our breaking. Grey Raven. The hero's feet lie buried beneath the first ray of dawn. Yeah, beautiful piano for real, Celestial. No one will remember the devastating price they paid for this moment. No one will remember the pain and suffering they endured for this miracle. Madonna is broken. The light has come. Aww. I shall traverse myriad sufferings in the darkest of nights to meet with you all. Aww. At the break of dawn, upon the first ray of light. Hey. Whither to shine. Dawn. Hey, alright. Alright, cool. Babylonia, 12 a.m. Something seems off with the Grey Room Commandant. It's about meeting. Is it about the meeting this morning? I've heard about it too, but I'm not sure what exactly happened. I heard it might be the mine beacon disruption during the last mission. But it's supposed to be just a routine mission. Oh, Ishmael, back from your mission? Pink-haired woman halts in her tracks as her colleague catches a glimpse of her from the side and greets her with enthusiasm. Ah, yes, I was on quite a long mission. She speaks in a nonchalant tone. But it's over now. Unfortunately, the outcome was still what I had hoped for. Well, all good if it went smoothly. It's lunchtime now. Want to join us? Sure. Pink-haired woman smiles in agreement with her colleague and walks slowly into the crowd. Oh, damn, the music. Oh, fuck. Agent Zero, killed by chaos, has vanished into the crevices between the past and future. All traces of Vonnegut's entry into this world has also been completely erased by chaos. Hey! Before the civilization reaches a sufficient level of advancement, the Hetero Tower will not descend in haste again. Time and causality have been converged piece by piece, forging the final and only path to the future for this civilization. Oh, she has paid a great price for it. She's willing to stand here and witness the future of this civilization. Hey, let's go. Everything is now as you wish, Grey Raven. Alright, let's go. So this time, what choice will humanity make? Oh, wow, that was beautiful. Wow. Hey, let's go. Yeah, tone down that OST a little bit. A bit too loud for my liking. But yeah, we're here. We're back. We're back from vacation. Yep, back from vacation. But yeah, definitely a good... But yeah, how are you doing, Celestial? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, back from vacation. But yeah, did lots of great stuff on my vacation. Got to relax. Got to get some good sleep. Was able to eat some good food as well. And visited an Asian night market as well and eat some food there. And just yeah. And also, over the vacation / break, I did add a few things to the stream as well. Definitely added a few things as well, but yeah. Oh, nice. Nice. I hope you're able to finish those do well on those projects. But yeah, as I said before, we definitely introduced some new things to the stream, if you will, especially regarding channel points and bits and such. New channel points redeems, by the way. There are new channel points redeems, by the way, that you can check out as well. Yeah, definitely cool for real. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Great stuff all around. And also new notifications for, whenever you, redeem, whenever you, definitely new sound alerts as well that you can redeem for either bits or or channel points as well. And also new alerts for whenever there's a new follow or yeah, sounds like fun for real, Celestial. But yeah, definitely new alerts for new follows and new subscriptions as well, and all that good stuff, and raids and everything. So yeah, definitely recommend giving that a shot. Giving those a try as well. But yeah. Overall, great stuff. We're almost at the cusp of finishing this, so yeah. Well, that said, time to end this chapter. Back to where we are. Lucia. The end of this arc. I am Lucia. I've decided to start writing here to keep track of things. Perhaps text can better preserve the feelings I want to remember, and the words I don't know how to express at the time. I hope I can keep it up. Today is the day we return from City 06 to deliver operation reports. Something seems off with the Commandant. In the middle of the operation report, Commandant suddenly rushed back to the Grey River Lounge and collapsed after barely saying a word. Aww. The art is beautiful. We rushed Commandant to the Star of Life. After a thorough examination, the diagnostic report showed everything was normal. After resting for a period of time, 3 hours and 20 minutes to be exact, Commandant woke up. Commandant's expression was terrible, as if having experienced something horrifying. Commandant kept repeatedly checking everyone's condition, not trusting even doctors' issued reports, and insisted on watching us undergo instrument examinations all over again. I've asked many times, but Commandant always brushes it off, saying probably just a nightmare. Aww. But I can't imagine what kind of scene could make Commandant show an expression like that. Was it really just a nightmare? Aww. Lately, there's been a lost look in Commandant's eyes. It's like the Commandant is sleepwalking. No, maybe it's more like daydreaming. Dreaming as if the entire world isn't real. I'm very worried about Commandant. Aww. It's been 7 days since Commandant's strange incident. Perhaps the situation can't really be called strange. Commandant might really have a long, horrifying dream. Aww. Is it really a dream, though? During sleep mode lately, I've also been dreaming about certain things. Oh, wow. The art. Future. In Crimson Spiral Tower, the blasted Babylonia. A strange frame that belongs to me. A space filled with white fog. No. These couldn't just be dreams. The mind can't fabricate something so detailed. Yeah, it is beautiful art for real, Celestial. The development of a hyperreal frame has just been completed. There's no way I could dream in such detail about its specific battle capabilities. My new frame is just a blueprint, even its appearance remains classified. I couldn't possibly visualize such detailed things that don't exist. Not to mention Commandant. Aww. I dreamed that Commandant and I were in an open field. The paper shows signs of tearing here. Weather is quite nice today. I've noticed Commandant no longer remembers specific details of that nightmare. I casually brought up the dream in front of Commandant, who seemed to have no idea what I was talking about. When I described specific scenes, I could see it in Commandant's eyes, helplessness and fear. Oh, damn. What's making Commandant so afraid? I have a terrifying suspicion, but there's no way for me to verify it. If everything in my dreams had actually happened. Oh, damn. Those dreams are fading from my memory as time passes, but I've been trying my best to record every fragment. Unfortunately, those dreams are just scattered fragments. I can't piece together enough to form a complete picture of this nightmare. This might be a devastating battle, a mission bound to fail, or a future I don't want to face. Commander has been carrying on alone for so long. It must have been so tough. Aww. Looking through the small window from outside the lounge, you see Lucia with furrowed brows, continuously writing something in her notebook. She's been acting somewhat mysteriously these days, often asking you strange questions. Some things she mentioned felt like they happened in your dreams, but others don't ring a bell at all in your memory. It seems you've forgotten many memories that should be remembered. Aw. Her terminal buzzes urgently, informing you it's time for the scheduled surface mission. Shaking off the tangled thoughts in your mind, you step forward and gently tap on the metal window frame. Aw. Alicia? Commandant? Absorbed in writing, Lucia doesn't notice your arrival. When she hears you calling, she freezes for a moment before looking up. It's time to go. I'm so sorry, Commander. I almost forgot we had a mission today. It's okay. I came back early to find you anyway. Thanks. I've already set up the combat supplies in the prep room. We can head out now. Also, Commandant. What's the matter, Lucia? She hesitates for a moment before giving you a smile. Aww. Commander, you've worked very hard. Aww, it's beautiful. Worked very hard? It's nothing really. Let's just say I had a nightmare too. After saying this, she quickly gathers her belongings and leaves the lounge with you. Aww. What did you dream about? Lately, I found myself dreaming of strange fragments of scenes, but for some reason, they always remain blurry and out of reach. Given this context, you can't help but feel curious about Lucia's dream. I'll tell you more about it once we're on the transport craft, Commandant. It's alright, we have a very, very long time ahead of us. Aww. Aw, that was a beautiful ending, man. That was a beautiful ending to the chapter, man. Wow. Aw. Yeah, finally good ending for real. It seems like Ishmael basically turned reverse time. Ishmael and Nanami, future Nanami, basically reverse time to put it back to before everything went to crap. But yeah. Yes, I am ready for the DMC collab. Cypher, excellent. Yes, and also welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Thanks you so much for joining the stream. I appreciate it. But yes, I am ready for the DMC collab. But yeah. DMC collab is happening it's happening like within the week, this week as well. So yeah, I'm definitely packed. But yeah. But yeah, overall, man, this chapter was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. It was a bit long, I won't lie. Definitely a bit long. Pretty damn long. I can't lie. But yeah, overall, man, just great stuff. I loved it. But yeah. Just great stuff, man. I love that we were able to see more of the civilization that Ishmael came from, and how she thinks about stuff, and like early Ishmael, when she was like a researcher or something, dealing with like the heat death, trying to avoid the heat death of the universe, and how she accidentally discovered, you know, a version of the punching virus that was actually out of misform. Fair enough, Cypher, but I enjoy just reading them on stream with narrating it to you all. But yeah, Cypher, excellent. But yeah, these are story streams, which I read stuff and narrate and read it with you guys and react to it in real time with you guys. So yeah, I definitely liked this chapter. It was really, I liked it. It was really good. But yeah. I think what I said, it's been a long stream. But yeah. If you want to know, I will be...
What are you looking at?
Alan 4 Walker 2 just followed.
Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Alan 4 Walker. Thank you so much for the follow. There we go. There's the first on. Hey, Alan 4 Walker. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. And yes, everyone, as you just saw there, that is the new follow notification. Yeah, for real, Celestial. And there's definitely more for all of the other actions like following, subscribing, and gifting subs and all that stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for joining the stream, Alan. But yeah, perfect example of what something new that arrived during this stream as well. But yeah. But yeah, overall, man, just great stuff. But yeah, I think that said, this is probably where I'm gonna stream here for today. I will be streaming again on Wednesday. We will be diving in and checking out Wuthering Waves 2.5 and that story and all that stuff. And yeah. Also, if you want to know when I upload videos and stream next, I do have a you can join the Discord, and also be sure to stick around real quick, because we will be raiding out to somebody. So hopefully you guys will stick around for the raid. And yeah, I think with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please drop a like on the stream. And it's no problem, man. No problem. I hope you enjoyed your time here, however brief it may be, and I hope you join the stream next time as well, Alan, so you can you know, enjoy the stream and all that. But yeah, drop a like, drop a subscribe, drop a follow, let me know what you thought of the stream, all that good stuff, and a comment and everything like that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to sound bold, be kind to people, and see you guys later.